College Football 25's Ultimate Team includes current NFL players too.
Brother, can you believe that we're a week away from getting back to the glory days of sports games?
I'm excited.
Now, how worried are you if when we get this game and it turns up being trash? Like, remember when they brought NBA Live back and it was absolutely god awful?
True. Like
So
there is a big chance that it is bad.
yeah.
Like, just trying to tamper our expectation.
Right.
There's a big chance that it could just be a trash fest and not any good at all. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping, Derek.
Well, let's look at this and see. Let's see. Players build dream teams using using real players from 134 FBS schools, past and present, complete against AI or other players. Current and past college football stars include NFL players like Patrick Mahomes, Devontae Adams, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Burrow. New NFL draftee Brock Bowers from Georgia, that's now on the Raiders. New programs, in case you missed it, and legends. In case you missed it, features players from iconic moments in past seasons, and legends showcases legendary All-Americans against current stars. And of course, it's coming up, like we said, next week.
Initial release date is the 19th, it's saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so never mind. So we're
next Tuesday is when it's coming out.
I'm an idiot. I got my dates mixed up. So we're right. But yeah, so it's still next week because I'm thinking. I know you want to say something. Don't I hear that smirk? But so what does this do? Because obviously, like Joe Burrow had a really good like pretty much one of the best single season college careers with LSU, and then of course Patrick Mahomes, and Devontae Adams, they were good at their schools, but they never dominated. Like Josh Allen did too. Like he played at Wyoming and had like a bad couple of years there, and then you're just good enough to be drafted number one based on his mechanics and his features. And now he's a superstar. So I wonder if they're going to use what they were in college, or are they going to kind of mix it with make it more realistic with how they are today in the NFL? Because Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and it's like he wasn't the best college quarterback in back when he played. So it's like, how realistic are they going to make it? Are they going to make him OP? Are they going to make it true to what he was doing in college? And the legends, I already know, Zach, if they include the Tim Tebow Florida Gators, he's give me that.
Yeah, I got to do it for Percy. You know what I mean? I told Percy I'd do this,
and then stab people's eyes out with Brandon Spikes.
Which on that team was also the Pouncy twins, but there was also another person.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I highly doubt that they name that person if it's on there. But I'm excited for this, dude. Like seeing the Ultimate Team and everything. I was surprised to see they're bringing, some NFL stars onto the rosters.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm all down for it. Getting to which, of course, I'm sure we'll see lots of Alabama stuff. Maybe we'll
go ahead. No, finish your thought.
Also seeing some of the teams from the past, like the 96 Florida Gators, even the 96 Seminoles, because they played the national championship, was both of those, which is absolutely insane to think about. So it's like seeing those, even when Troy was really, really good,
winning seeing 6 conference championships in a straight
in 1 year.
I almost said 1 year. So
yeah, it would be cool to see all of that. I highly doubt they'll go that deep into the schools, but you never know.
Right. I mean, especially since it's been so long since we've gotten a college football game. But we were wondering, it's because their whole thing in their sports games was Ultimate Team, and it's how will they implement that in college? And this actually now, again, monetization, how invasive will the microtransactions be? That's still going to be there. It's EA Sports, it's in the game type thing, as
It is in
mockingly.
the game.
So, but it's at least a fun and different concept than what we're used to. Now, of course, they have the Legends mode in like Madden and
Mhm.
two, and so and FIFA, but having like current stars that you see nowadays, and some of them like Christian McCaffrey was really good at Stanford. So seeing some
Mhm.
players that dominated the college front and now are dominating the NFL front, seeing like coming having them into the game is really cool. Is a really cool concept. So I think they have it right in this one, and it'll actually get me to try it out and probably last more than like probably like a few weeks trying it out, like I did with Madden. But I just wonder, like, how, again, the my only concern is how invasive will the microtransactions be in this game?
Anytime EA 2K as well does anything like with my team or Ultimate Team,
Yeah.
it gets pretty invasive. I am wondering how they're going to get around likenesses and royalties, especially for I'm assuming they're using Patrick Mahomes. He's getting some sort of cut
Oh
with
yeah.
all of that. But when you think about the college athletes, which are now able to be paid,
You're right.
let's say, superstar shows up this year, he's the running back for LSU, whatever.
Yeah.
Like his card becomes super important to the ultimate team. Does he see a cut of it for because of
Right.
the whole new thing that's going on with like sponsorships and everything for
Mhm.
college athletes? It's like I hope that the players don't get taken advantage of. And we already reported several weeks ago kind of the interesting and laughable amount of money that people were getting paid for being part of the game, their likeness and everything. What do you think about that?
I'm fine with it, and I agree with it because again, because that's why the game had to stop, was because they were starting to, it was about all downloading rosters from sites that were making you pay for it, stupidly, when there are free sites that do the same thing, and they found out about it. And it's like, well, you can't do that, especially since players aren't seeing a dime of this. And you're using their names, which we were not allowed to put in the game, but you're doing it through a
Mhm.
third party. So I like that. I think that is a fine aspect, but I also wonder and fear, like, because so the NFL, right? Like there's always some garbage teams every year, and then
Mhm.
when their fan bases know they're garbage, the ticket sales decline. But in order to keep up with the stadium cost and some of the maintenance, like base costs of a lot of their stuff, the NFL takes the ticket sales and pools them and pretty much does like a base divide across all 32
Mhm.
teams to basically help recoup some of the teams that were terrible, without them going in the red. So I wonder if they're going to do that with players, and it's like, they bought more of this, but we're going to give everyone a base check just because we, even though we featured a card for longer than this one, or we made this more prominent, we still want to make it fair for you guys.
I could see that as a possibility.
Yeah,
Um, but that is the NFL and this is EA. I
yeah,
could totally see EA being like, okay, you've signed on the dotted line, you're getting your $500 or whatever it was,
hmm,
and a copy of the game. Again, some athletes are going to get more because they, have the power to negotiate because they have representation and everything.
hmm,
But I think it's like, okay, if you've signed for that, anything that is made off of your likeness past that initial thing
hmm.
is going to go solely into EA's pocket.
True.
I think that's how they're doing it.
That's true too. Like, I think it'll go solely into their pocket, but also, like, say, let's go to the other side of the argument and say that they do get paid. Like, yeah, if an athlete gets paid more, like if the start because you've earned that stardom. Like, if you're the best
Yeah.
quarterback in college, you know, it's just like NFL, you're the star, like the quarterback Dak Prescott for the Dallas Cowboys. You're one of the most historic teams in the NFL, and like you're a quote unquote America's team, whatever that
Mhm.
means. And no matter what they've done, what they haven't done in the postseason, they're still the Dallas Cowboys. So you're going to get
Mhm.
more commercial deals than say the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, who hasn't done jack squat. So,
Yeah.
and for people saying like, oh well, I don't want one athlete, like it's there's 134 schools represented, I want all the athletes to get paid. It's like, well, not everyone's a star where they're at. Like, yeah, they're good, but they're not nationally recognized.
I will be very, very interested to see how this all shakes out once
Hmm.
we're a year into this process where we're getting college football 26.
Yeah.
I would be I would love to be a fly on the wall to see what the numbers are, how
Hmm.
much is made on Ultimate Team,
Yeah.
and what the cut is for EA and the actual
Right.
players.
It's going to be skewed toward EA. Come on, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
let's be
well,
fair.
you think about, Madden, like yes, they get paid for it, but they're not getting paid, billions of dollars or anything
Right.
like that. They're getting a small percentage of the sales because Madden does well, but it doesn't do like Call of
Yeah.
Duty numbers,
Yeah.
like they're very hardcore fans, but I I don't really know anybody that buys Madden every year anymore.
Right. I stopped
You know,
buying it.
yeah, like you were literally the last person that I knew that bought Madden every year. Maybe Robbie,
Yeah.
but now college football, like my friend at work, Nick, he was like, "Dude," he's like, "Are you excited for college football? Like the game coming back?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Dude, I used to play that all the time," and he's not even a football guy,
Oh,
like, but
really?
he likes the college football game.
Huh.
So, like, that says a lot about what this franchise is. And
Right.
yes, it's going by a different name and everything, but I'm stoked. I can't wait to get it and dive into this game.
It's sad that, there's not going to, and I'm sure there are places that there are still locations that will do it, or at least like an early release. But this is like
Mm,
where you go to GameStop for that midnight release to pick it up, man.
yep.
Like that's like
Yep.
you want to go to the ultimate nostalgia and you know what? I've been out of the game for a while, pun intended. And it's like maybe GameStop is doing something nostalgic. Hey, college football's back. We're gonna go back to a midnight release, or something like that. But I feel like they're gonna do a 9 p.m. release or whatever. What if they even do that anymore? But
Yeah.
this would be the game to do a midnight release because there would be lines out the door in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah. 100%. And it's not necessarily like college age people. It would be,
Yeah,
a little younger than us and up
yeah,
that played those games
yeah,
because like they were so important to like I just know every year I had to get the new NCAA game. So I'm
yeah,
super stoked for this. Can't wait to get it. And I want to know how many people are jumping into college football. Um, I almost want to do an online dynasty with Derek
yeah,
and see who can win. Every week we battle it out. Who's going to have the best quarterback, who's going to have
yeah.
the best stats. This guy right here,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Who,
offensively, I'm going to be
who, who,
great.
uh, who got you to quit football for a minute?
Who whooped you back in the day, Derek? Because that
Oh,
was
we
all
ain't even talking
college
about back in
football.
the day. I'm talking,
Back in my day, back
you
in
know,
my day,
back in my day, I used Florida's playbook for every team
it worked. It worked.
until it
If I could,
didn't.
if I could use Florida's playbook with the NFL teams, I totally would.
Of course you would.
Yep.